Dear students, this is module number 159 for the subject of strategic human resource management. And this is also the last module for this chapter, employment relations. So implementing employee voice. In the last module, we have talked about some positive outcomes for both parties of given an opportunity to raise the voice of an employee. But the question is how this strategy or how this policy or how this practice can be implemented. So research has extensive findings, and because of the importance of voice of the employee and employment relations at workplace, there are a lot of suggestions. A lot of things can be done by the organization. So first thing is power. What is power? Power is whether you have the power to make the decision or not, or that power has been delegated to someone else, or that power has been ceded in your hands. So power, the intention of voice irrespective of the form, that is consensual voice or it is a conflictual voice, involves some degree of power sharing. If an organization wants to foster voice of the employee in their organization, they have to share the power. That is the first thing. May not be easy to do. Why? There are some reasons. So sharing power inevitably involves some curtailment of managerial prerogative. What does it mean? When you are sharing some power with the frontline employees, actually you are curtailing some power from the middle management. The role middle management has been playing typically for years and years. There might be a resistance from that middle management when you plan or when you structure your organization in that way, where some kind of power or some level of power is being ceded to the employees who are at the core of the business of an organization. For example, those who are involved in manufacturing, those who are providing the customer service, those who are working in a hotel as a receptionist and they are dealing with the customers directly. You have to give them some power. For example, the tellers in a bank, the receptionists in a bank should be given some power rather than for everything is being referred to the branch manager or the hotel manager. So power is one thing, that giving power to employees is one way to raise the opportunities for voice of the employee. What else? Openness. Fairly speaking, for benefits to be gained, employee voice needs to operate in an atmosphere of genuine openness and communication and trust as well. So when there is a genuine open communication, genuine means your communication or your voice is being heard, it is being implemented, and when you are raising your voice, actually people don't see who you are, what are your intentions. They see what is the suggestion, what is the issue, what somebody is saying. So it is the openness that openly people communicate from top to bottom and bottom to top. And the third practice and the third strategy that can facilitate voice of an employee or implementation of voice of employee is referred to proactive stance. If employee concerns are raised by a voice mechanism, this places some degree of obligation on managers to respond. What do we mean by that? Actually, if employees' concerns are raised by a voice mechanism, if there is a mechanism that exists in the organization, preferably the formal mechanism, because when there is a formal mechanism exists in an organization for the voice of the employee or to share employees' grievances, then employees or the middle management or the top management, whosoever has the authority, whosoever has the power, they are supposed to respond to those employees' concerns or voice of the employee. So in other words, we say that if there is no formal mechanism, might be people say something and it is not documented and it is not recorded. Who would bother later who said and what was said. So, giving power to employees, having a genuine and open communication, having a trustworthy relationship between the employee and employer, and a formal mechanisms are understood that can foster voice of the employee or enhance the opportunities for the employees to raise their concerns at workplace. And as we have said that they are beneficial for both parties, that is the mutual gains perspective, benefits for employee and for the employer. Thank you.